Alright, so I'm just going to assume that you guys know exactly who I am, and I don't really need to say that every time anymore, so with that in mind, I need a new intro, because I don't like just starting like this. I need to say something every time, but I don't like saying my name. So, I don't know where I'm going to go with that. Anyways, this is an NU tier battle against a guy named iDevinz, right? His channel will be in the description, go check him out. This was actually a really good battle, I thought. I definitely brought some jokes, guys. We met up in the quid. Is that? I don't know how you pronounce it. But I knew from the way he was acting that he'd seen my videos. So with that in mind, I kind of changed up who I would normally have brought, because I didn't exactly have a new NU team yet. So, anyways, we're just gonna lead off here. I've got a Sandslash and he's got the Yanma. So. Definitely that thing's a special attacker, and I have no special defense. I'm purely physical, so I'm going to go switch out into Articuno, who's going to resist the Bug Buzz or take the Air Slash very well. And right here, he went for Hidden Power, and I was so scared that was HP Rock, and then it did nothing. I was like, okay. I just went for Toxic. I thought he'd switch, honestly, because I don't have Rocks up yet. Yeah, so I just went for Toxic, and now I could either sub, I could roost, I could do a lot of things. Well, I guess roosting would be a bad idea, but I could sub or Toxic again. I just went for Toxic again, predicting the switch, and he predicted that, went to Bastiodon, blocked it. Meh. So, he doesn't have Rocks up yet, so I'm going to go to Sandslash, predicting him to set them up, so that I can either Rapid Spin them away or set up my own Rocks right off the bat. I just set up my own Rocks because I figure Articuno's the only guy that's really weak to Rocks, and I'm definitely going to have a ton of opportunities to spin them away, and I'm not sure if he has a Ghost yet. So, Yanma's in here again, and I don't really want to go to Articuno again because I thought maybe he'd predict that and do something, so I went to Gastrodon. This Gastrodon, I think it's mostly physically defensive, but it still has a ton of HP and pretty good special defense, so I have no problem leaving it in here. I really should have recovered there, and just Toxic stalled him. I honestly thought he'd switch, but then I remembered I have Rocks up again, so I've made that same mistake twice now. So Gastrodon's sitting in here, not too pretty, it's like half dead. I definitely want to switch it out, but I also I want to recover, so I'm going to try and recover here against this Medicham. I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed since he didn't fake me out. He gets a crit, high jump kick, I don't think it mattered. And I got a free switch into whatever I want now. So I'm going to go into Sandslash. Hopefully I can spin, but he predicts that and goes into his Dusclops. So Sandslash has nothing else he wants to do here. Since he can't spin, and I already have Rocks up, and wait, no, I'm going to go for Toxic, right. Even though this is, like, most of these things are Rest Talkers, I figured getting a Toxic on it would not be a bad idea. He Will-O-Wisps me, so that pretty much guarantees I won't be able to do anything with this Sandslash for the rest of the game, since I don't have a Cleric. So I'm gonna pretty much all I can do is spin with it. I just went for EQ because I don't think that Dusclops has Levitate. I'm pretty sure that it is, yeah, it's Pressure, so it doesn't Levitate. It would have hit it. It wouldn't have done very much, but it would have hit it. So I'm looking at this Dragonair now, and I'm thinking I can probably live one move, since it is a physical attacker. Most of them use Dragon Dance, etc. And I do live the Aqua Tail fairly well, and I managed to blow away the Stealth Rocks, which is huge. So now Articuno doesn't have to take half damage coming in. So I think I'm going to go to Jumpluff now, predicting another Aqua Tail, since he wouldn't have been able to kill me with anything else. And even if he Dragon Danced, like, Jumpluff's probably my least effective guy. I'm just going to set up a sub, predicting him to Dragon Dance or whatever he wants to do. And it turns out he wants to Outrage, so I'm going to try and kind of Life Orb stall him by going into Sandslash and letting it die. Because I really have nothing that really wants to take this hit, and Sandslash is probably my most worthless guy. So I take the Outrage, I'm going to go down. Not a big deal, I'll be able to come in with something that's faster and probably KO it. He does get confused there, so he does have the opportunity to switch should he want to. And I played this section all kinds of wrong. I set up a sub, I don't know, because he was confused, and I thought, well, I'd take the chance that he'd hit himself. And right here, I was in 5th gen mindset. I thought he died a Life Orb from hitting the sub, and I set up a Calm Mind. So that obviously didn't work out the way it's supposed to, so now he's going to be able to hit me with another Extreme Speed. And what I should have done was either set up a sub or set up another Calm Mind. I think that setting up a sub would have been the best option, but I just go for Psychic because I'm dumb and I thought I'd be faster than Extreme Speed. So I just facepalmed there. I was like, damn it, that was the most retarded thing I'd ever done. So now I decide, screw it, I'm just going to let Espeon die. I knew he was Scarfed the whole time. But I actually live. I actually survived. I do have a ton of HP in this Espeon, so that probably contributed to it. But then I get fully paralyzed, which really sucks and just totally makes up for the fact that I lived. But then he gets paralyzed, which makes up for the fact that I got paralyzed, and I'm able to hit him with a +1 Psychic. And Medicham doesn't have any defenses whatsoever, so I'm able to take it out, but my Espeon is still dead. If I had a sub up, I would have been fine. I would have been able to kill it and be at good enough health where I'd want to stay in against this Typhlosion and probably live in Eruption because of the +1 and I have all my HP, but unfortunately not. He goes for Eruption, which I thought was kind of weird since he's only at 3/4. And I go to Articuno because Articuno's a special wall, and I'm not really sure what I planned to do against it. I guess I planned to Toxic it, but he predicts that and goes into Bastiodon, which is going to dodge it. So right here, I figure he's going to set up rocks. This is my last chance. I got to go to the FEAR. I brought a friggin' Rattata with FEAR. So we're going to see how well this works out. I went for Endeavour right off the bat because I am Focus Sash and I figured he'd stay in and do something. I don't know. But he switches out to Dusclops, which is going to dodge it. And I'm just going to go for Sucker Punches, and he Will-O-Wisps me. Now normally, that would totally suck. That would weaken my Sucker Punches. However, Rattata has Guts, and a lot of people forget that Rattata has Guts. So because I'm burned, my attacks are actually going to be a lot more powerful, and that Sucker Punch nearly, that would be a 2-hit KO against a Dusclops. And that is insane. So, I'm at 28 HP, and he has to go for another S-Toss here. So I'm just going to continue Sucker Punching, and actually manage to take out the Dusclops with the FEAR, and I'm actually going to live the burn damage with about 6 hit points. Or 7 hit points, I apologize, and I'm going to be able to get the Endeavour off on this Bastiodon because I'm faster. And that totally worked out better than I could have expected. It took out essentially 2 guys for the price of none, and that is awesome. So right now it's going to depend on... I'm going to go to Jumpluff, and he gets to decide who he wants to sleep. Bastiodon or Typhlosion. I'm pretty sure he's going to pick Bastiodon. And luckily my Sleep Powder hits, otherwise I'm not sure what I would have done. I guess Articuno would have had to come in and Roost, and then try to one-hit KO it from where it was with Ice Beam. And right here I could either sub or go for a Leech Seed. I just go for Leech Seed. I probably should have subbed on the off chance it misses, I don't know. Fortunately it hits, and I'm praying here. I know he's Specs or Choice or in some way because he used Eruption. So I'm praying he's going to go for Eruption again. If he goes for Fire Blast, like that could be game. And he just goes for Eruption. So that's lucky for me because like it's really weak and it's getting weaker because of the Leech Seed. So that's pretty much going to be the game. His Eruption couldn't even KO a Jumpluff from that range, which has next to no HP and only a little bit of special defense. So I don't really see how it's going to take out an Articuno, even from half at that low of HP with Eruption. So that's going to be a good game. iDevinz, I forget what your actual name is. So things that I've been doing recently. I have been having a ton of battles. This thing that me and my friends kind of have started doing is building teams in half an hour and then just fighting each other with them like serious business. I think that it's really fun to do that. We've been doing that a lot. I guess not a lot, but we've been doing it quite a bit with crap. We've just been doing it mostly OU, or actually all OU so far. We're probably going to expand to other tiers because I really like this idea that we've been doing. I find it a lot of fun, and actually some of the teams that I've been building have been pretty good. I actually started to do a series with one, but then I decided, well, it's not really great to do an entire series on a team you built in half an hour. So I do have a few games with a team recorded, so I'm probably going to throw those up at some point as I'm recording battles with a new series with a new team that I'm going to be building. So I actually haven't built it yet, but I will very soon. And I'm going to start recording battles for it. Meanwhile, uploading battles from the last series that I recorded. And if that made any sense to any of you, you deserve a cookie. So I'll probably explain that in the description better, so just read that, that's better. Anyways, that has been it from me, and I have to go to work. See you later.